We're going to go back now to our colleague Charli James, who joins us live from Harlem at a watch party for tonight's State of the Union address. Charli, what's going on there now?
Hi, I'm now back here at the Organizing for Action watch party in Harlem, and it's winding down, but there was music and dancing and picture taking, and I was able to get a couple of people from Organizing for Action New Jersey to stay with me. This is Denise, who we talked to before, and Jessica joining us as well. So first of all, this is quite a State of the Union party with the wine and the balloons and the dancing at the end. Are all of the OFA events like this? The majority, yes. So let's talk. So let's talk a little bit about what were the big moments for you. We saw President Obama use some humor, which went over really well here. But for you guys, what were the moments, the policy moments that really stood out to you?
When he said that he's going to continue focus and working on immigration. Oh my God, he's going to push, even though he only has, 12 months to go? But it kept me like, oh my God, still hope for the people that I actually work in New Jersey, represent, the ones that don't have any voices, make me feel so hopeful. So we're going to do it.
And for you?
For me, it was the education stats. High school graduation rates went up. Universal early childhood education, full day, full year, 2 years free college for those deserving. It was just awesome and a rewarding experience of policy making and progress.
And Amna, we were talking before we came on also about how they were watching the whitehouse.gov feed live stream here at this party, and what you didn't see on the ABC stream is the whitehouse.gov stream had charts and pictures and all kinds of statistics that went along with the State of the Union. So that was kind of an addition that obviously, because the White House had a copy of the speech ahead of time, they were able to coordinate that. But what you didn't see was Vice President Biden or Speaker Ryan. They were actually cropped out of there, which I thought was interesting. So for you ladies, it must be, we heard him, President Obama, go through a lot of his, I'm sorry, I have to show some dancing that's going on here.
Yeah, Charli, I was going to say we spent so much time talking about how subdued it was in the chamber. It is clearly a all-out party where you are, though.
Yeah, it is not subdued here. There's picture taking and dancing and balloons, and it's great. But as I was saying, so for President Obama to go through so many of the things that he accomplished over the last 7 years, for you, having worked on these initiatives with Organizing for Action, it must have been a little bit of a trip down memory lane.
Every issue that the president brought it up tonight, he brought us, I felt so proud that I was and I am part of this movement, and we make sure that we improve and we better the American people's life, even if it was just a little bit, but we did what we were supposed to do. That's my take. And now I'm just gonna work on his legacy, because that's what it's all about.
Hey,
So
Charli.
a little emotional, it sounds like, for people here who have been working towards a lot of these initiatives.
Did the party start immediately after the president's speech, or did the party there start immediately after the president's speech, or did they listen to Nikki Haley's response, and did they have any response to that?
No, so they didn't listen to the Republican response here. There was an unofficial poll taken, you could say, where basically Nye Whitaker, the leader of this group, asked by a show of hands or cheers if anyone would like to watch it, and it didn't really get enough votes. So instead of watching the Republican response, there was kind of a round where people talked about their favorite moments, and Ms. Whitaker talked about what OFA is going to be doing in the future, and a lot about gun control initiatives, which is what this group is going to be working on for the next year or so, primarily, it sounds like. So there was not a lot of love for the Republican response here at this, but OFA's policies tend to fall in line with the Democratic Party, so it's not particularly surprising, I assume, that there was not a lot of enthusiasm for the Republican response here.
Yes.
And I want to talk about one more thing before we go, because I've been dying to talk about it, and that's Michelle Obama's dress.
Beautiful, gorgeous, lovely. Oh my,
on
beautiful
her.
color. Perfect. Love it. Oh,
It may be January in Washington, but she was bringing the spring and summer colors with that yellow, which is also, because I read fashion magazines as well as Newsweek, has been dubbed one of the hot colors for that bright yellow has been dubbed one of the hot colors for 2016. So Michelle Obama is continuing her hits with the State of the Union.
Yes.
She's been known to show up in some great dresses. So you just have to put that out there, and I think you ladies agree.
Yes, beautiful.
I
Beautiful. She was
agree.
beautiful all the time. Yes.
I don't think anyone's mentioned that yet, so I just had to get it out there.
Charlie, I think you're absolutely right. Thank you so much for raising it. As much as we've been talking about the president's legacy in office, we have to talk about Michelle Obama's fashion legacy, which of course has been a huge part of the last 8 years in office. And she has wonderful approval ratings compared to her husband. You know, when she Exactly. walked into the chamber, universal applause for her. And she, this is her final State of the Union as well.
That's right. ABC's Charli James, always making us focus on the important things here at ABC News. Charlie, we're going to let you get back to the party. Thanks so much for everything tonight.